Yeah, okay. So just not finished working on my EE, but majority of the day has just been really going to my EE, talk to my counselor. That was really nice. I'm really trying to build a better connection with my counselor so I can just it's easier for me to ask him questions. So now what I'm doing for the rest of the week, every lunch, I'm just stopping by any small question, I'm just asking. Yeah, stuff are going well though. The game, got to work on the game. So finish up some Goldo stuff, and now I can actually start work on the game itself, and I will get back to you. So, see you in a minute. I don't know, that sounds fun. See you in a minute. See you in a minute. See you in I like it. So, it's been a minute and some hours. There's really not much else to say that I already didn't say in the previous minute. So, yeah, I can elaborate on some stuff in terms of the EE. Um, I'll be posting the EE eventually, but I'm on chapter 5 of 10 chapters. I think the hardest part is definitely the research. I think writing isn't hard. I've already talked about this with my Common App essays. Like, what you write about is the harder thing. Like, but writing the words itself, that's really not hard in itself. But yeah, the E chapter 5, it's fun. I think every time I'm doing like a new chapter, I find something that has to make me change the previous chapter. So it's a process of, one step forward, 2 steps back, and then 3 steps forward. Or just places, 4 steps forward. Let's get a bit forward. Let's the total, no. Yeah, total displacement should be, I'm not even, okay. Total displacement should be greater, I think. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say because it was physics. But, yeah, that's what's going on with the EE. In terms of the game, it's been a long, I still want to finish up the game before this thing ends and continue work on it after Project Phillips. So yeah, the game is going nice. Tutorial advice. One thing I would advise with tutorials, and I think it's the major thing with a lot of people who are entering trying to learn a new language, like programming language, is that when you're doing a tutorial, you're very anxious to deviate from the tutorial, and I know I am as well. Because my thing is, once you deviate, you never know what the cause of your problem might be. However, what I've learned is that the tutorials I advise are the ones that have their code on GitHub. So worst case scenario, if you do see that you deviated and your code has problems and you can't find the problem, 2 options, ChatGPT, I don't think it'll do that much, but maybe it might help. Or just copy and paste the code from GitHub so you can just fix that area. But yeah, I finished the whole learning Godot thing. No, I'm still learning Godot, but I finished that. Kind of. There's still a couple more minutes I want to do. Just figure out the load screen, and then we can move on towards the game. Yeah. I was looking towards the Python. I forgot about Python's game jam. So there's this Discord community I'm a part of for Python, basically. And they had a Python game jam recently, which sucked because I forgot about it. And I really wanted to try doing that. But they said I asked them the thing, and they said the next one is in March 2024. So I don't want to be like, oh, do you mean March 2025, or are you just trolling me, right? But I don't want to, I don't be like, oh, do you mean March 2024, 25? I don't want to be like that guy. So I'm just assuming it's March 25, but I'm just gonna ask again later. Yeah, but speaking of game jams, I think before I leave the school, maybe in Q3 or the end of Q2 being the quarters of my school, I'm thinking maybe we can sort out a game jam. I know there's a video game club, and I know we don't really have a programming club. It's a regret. It's not one of my biggest regrets, but I definitely think I'm towards the end of my high school career. I'm going to start some legacy clubs. This kind of spoils my symphony, but I'm going to start some legacy clubs that I don't run, but I help students like freshmen, sophomore, junior start to build. So I can find I can find those people and help them build the club before the year ends. So by next year, they can already start running the club. So some clubs that I want to do this with is the animation club and programming club. Maybe I feel like the game dev club. Yeah, the game dev club. I don't think programming doesn't necessarily. Game dev is in programming, but programming is not necessarily in the game dev club, if that makes sense. It's basically game dev falls under the programming club. Well, yeah, this is going on for longer than I expected, so I'm gonna wrap this up and go do some homework. Is there anything else I want to talk about? ASA stuff are going well. We have to talk to our moderator. Tasks are being assigned. Team is running well. What else? Falcon Speaks. I already told you guys we're collaborating with Falcon Speaks. I talked to the club president the other day. He's a very cool guy. Let's see. The joke is, I'm the club president for Falcon Speaks, so I was collaborating with both clubs. Yeah. So if you're confused why I just smiled, that's why I'm smiling right now. But yeah, besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.